I thought it might be a good idea to provide some tips for learning English as a second language. My first suggestion is to speak slowly and to enunciate clearly. This can really help to give you the opportunity to think about what you're saying and to give the person you're speaking to the opportunity to listen and to understand more clearly. So it also provides them with the opportunity to help you to express yourself more clearly. Using body language to help you convey your message is wonderful, especially if you're finding yourself in a sticky spot and you're not sure. A nice easy example is, so you want to ask the time. Now, as we know, if we are asking another the time, we'd say, excuse me, do you have the time, please? Or could you tell me, please, what time it is? Now, if you're not sure how to phrase that correctly, you can use body language to back up what you're trying to say. So you could say, excuse me, do you know what time it is, please? And then the hopefully wonderfully helpful person listening to you will say, ah, you want to know what time it is. So it's giving the other person an opportunity to mirror what you're saying, and to, if they need to correct anything, it gives them the opportunity to do that. My feeling is, in general, that people are very helpful. People love to know you're learning their language, learning more about their culture. So in general, they tend to like to be helpful. So again, if you're speaking slowly and you're using body language, you're helping all of that to happen. And to be culturally aware, that's important. In Ireland, where I'm from, it's quite normal to say hello to people you don't know, especially in the countryside. If you're going past, even in a car or walking, you might say, hello, I hope you're well, or have a lovely day. I know in other cultures that's less common. So that's just something to be aware of. And it's just, these are just interesting differences within different English language communities and cultures across the world. Use appropriate vocabulary. Again, there can be little differences. In Ireland, we call mother day to day ma'am or mum. In the UK, it tends to be mum, whereas in the United States and like North America, it tends to be mom. That's a little one, but it's just an interesting difference. As well, interesting, awesome. The word awesome is a commonly used word in America to express something that's wonderful and amazing. And it, until recently, it wasn't really used in other English-speaking communities outside of North America, whereas now it has slipped into usage across the broader English-speaking communities. So you will hear that now in Ireland, where I'm from, or in England. You'll hear people using the word awesome a lot. And I think in general, American language, American English is spreading kind of more broadly across the English-speaking communities. So that's something interesting and something to be aware of. Finally, find a native English speaker to communicate with. That's always a really good thing to do. They, again, like I said, my experience is that people speaking the language you're hoping to learn, you're learning, love to help. They love to engage and provide feedback. I think people naturally want to encourage learning their language and learning more about their culture. And it gives you the opportunity to feel your way into the language and into the culture, and those differences, those really fascinating cultural differences, you can really get into that, because it's more, like I say, it's more than just the words. I think in general, body language, from what I understand, body language is like a huge part of how we communicate. Words are important, but I know that body language is a really big one. So that's interesting too. Yeah, so those are my tips for today. Have a lovely day and talk to you soon. Bye.